Book of Habakkuk. Chapter 1. The wait that saw the prophet Habakkuk. How long, O Lord, shall I cry, and thou hearken not unto me? I will cry out to thee, violence, and thou shalt not save. Why do you show me iniquity, and make me see oppression? For destruction and violence are before me, and there is one who causes contention and strife. For this cause the law is loosened, and the judgment is never manifested, because the wicked surround the righteous, and the judgment is revealed twisted. See among the nations, and look, and wonder, and be amazed. For I will do in your days a work which you will not believe when it is told. For behold, I raise up the Chaldeans, a nation bitter and impetuous, which walk on the breadth of the earth to seize dwellings that are not theirs. Horrible and terrible is, out of it will come his judgment and his dignity. And their horses are lighter than the leopards, and wiser than the wolves in the evening. Their riders are scattered everywhere. Their riders will come from afar. They will fly like eagles that hurry to devour. They will all come to make violence. Their faces will seek the east wind, and gather captives like sand. And they will mock the kings, and make a mockery of the princes. They will laugh at all the strongholds, because they will pile up land, and take it. Then change your mind, and you will follow, and make yourself guilty, attributing this power to your God. Are not you from eternity, O Lord my God, my Holy One? We shall not die. O Lord, for judgment have you set him, and you, O Rock, have founded him to punish. You are so pure of eyes that you cannot see evil, and oppression you cannot contemplate. Why do you look at those who act treacherously, and shut up when the wicked devours him that is more righteous than he? And why would you make men like the fish of the sea, like reptiles, who have no ruler? He shall lift up all with a hook, and catch them with his net, and gather them together in his sweeping net. Therefore he shall rejoice and rejoice. Therefore he shall sacrifice to his net, and burn incense to his sweep. For with them he has fattened his portion, and thickened his food. Therefore will he empty his net, and have no mercy to kill the nations continually? Chapter 2. On my guard I will be, and on the fortress I will stand and watch, to see what he will speak to me, and what I will answer when I am rebuked. Then the Lord answered me, and said, Write the vision and make it well legible on boards, so that anyone who runs by may read it. For the vision is still for the appointed time, but it hastens to the end, and will not deceive. If it is delayed, wait for it, because surely it will come, it will not delay. Behold, his soul is proud, he is not upright in him, but the righteous shall live by his faith. All the more that, being given to wine, he is disloyal, a proud man who will not remain, who widens his soul like hell, and it is like death that does not get fed up, and gathers all nations together, and assembles all peoples. Will not all these, therefore, raise up against him a parable and a sarcastic proverb? And it will be said, Woe to him who multiplies what is not his own. Until when? And to him who carries on debts. Will not your usurers arise suddenly, and those who make you tremble shall not be awakened, and you will not serve them as loot? Because you have plundered many nations, all the other peoples will plunder you because of the blood of men and the violence done to the land, to the city, and to all who dwell in it. Woe to him who, for his house, gathers covetously ill-gotten goods, to put his nest on high, in order to get rid of the power of evil. Shame you have plotted for your house, you have destroyed many peoples, you have sinned against your soul. For the stone shall cry from the wall, and the beam shall answer it from the wood. Woe to him that buildeth the city with blood, and founds the city with iniquity. Is it not from the Lord of hosts that peoples work by fire, and men are weary in vain? For the earth shall be filled with knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him who gives drink to his companion. Woe to you, who add your anger to the drink, and get drunk to see his nakedness. Thou shalt be full of shame instead of honor. Drink also, and be as an uncircumcised man. The cup of the right hand of the Lord shall return to thee, and shame shall fall upon thy glory. Because the violence committed against Lebanon will cover you, and the destruction of the beasts will frighten you, because of the blood of men, and the violence done to the land, the city, and all who inhabit it. Who makes use of the image of sculpture, after its craftsman has sculpted it? Is it the image of a foundry that teaches falsehood, so that he who formed it may trust in its work, making idols dumb? Woe to him who says to the stick, Wake up! And to the mute stone, Awake! Can this teach? Behold, it is covered with gold and silver, but within it there is no spirit. But the Lord is in his holy temple, all the land shall be shut before him. Chapter 3. Prayer of the prophet Habakkuk on Sigenote. Hear, O Lord, thy word, and I am afraid. O Lord, let thy work be known in the midst of years, in the midst of years. Remember mercy in thy wrath. God came from Taman, and from the mountain of Paran the holy, Shelah. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was filled with his praise. And the radiance was made as light, bright rays came out of his hand, and there was the hiding place of his strength. Before him went the plague, and burning coals came out of his steps. He stood, and measured the earth. He looked and separated the nations, and the everlasting mountains were cut down, the eternal hills fell down, because the eternal ways belonged to him. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, the curtains of the land of Midian trembled. Is it against the rivers, O Lord, that you are angry? Is your wrath against the rivers, or your fury against the sea, since you ride on your horses and in your chariots of salvation? Your bow has been turned, the oaths of the tribes are a sure word. Shelah, you have cut the land with rivers. The mountains have seen you, and they have trembled. The flood of waters has passed away. The abyss has given its voice, its hands have been raised up. The sun and the moon stood still in their dwellings. They walked by the light of your arrows, by the brightness of the lightning of your spear. With indignation you have marched through the land, with wrath you have trodden down the Gentiles. You went out for the salvation of your people, for the salvation of your anointed one. You struck the head of the house of the wicked, discovering the foundation up to the neck. Shelah. You pierced the heads of their villages with your own spears. They attacked me in tempests to spread me. They rejoiced as if they were about to devour the poor in secret. You with your horses have marched by the sea, by the great waters. When I heard him, my belly was moved. At his voice my lips trembled. Rotting came into my bones, and I trembled within me. In the day of trouble I will rest, when I go up against the people that shall invade with their troops. Even though the fig tree does not bloom, and there is no fruit in the vine, even though it disappoints the fruit of the olive tree, and the fields do not produce food, even though the flocks of the shrubs are plundered, and there is no cattle in the corral. But I will rejoice in the Lord, I will exult in the God of my salvation. The Lord God is my strength, and he will make my feet like those of a deer, and he will make me walk on my heights. For the chief singer on my stringed instruments.